Good morning. Welcome to the morning forecast discussion for November 21st, 2011. It is a Monday, but it is a short week, short work week, as Thanksgiving is on the way for this Thursday. So we're going to cover the Thanksgiving forecast and everything else as well. So as of 8:04 a.m., we have overcast skies over much of the New York City and Philadelphia metropolitan area. Some breaks in the clouds over portions of Connecticut and the Hudson River Valley. And we also have scattered showers throughout the region and a little bit of fog. Temperatures are rather warm for this time of year. They're actually at our high temperatures that we would expect for November, in the mid 40s over portions of the northern interior to the lower to mid 50s over much of the New York City and Philadelphia metropolitan area, and upper 50s over portions of southern New Jersey. The one thing I could say about today is that the temperatures you are experiencing now will be the same temperatures you will experience this afternoon. Why is that the case? Well, let me show you. You see this high pressure system here? This high pressure system is going to press down. And as it's pressing down into the New York City and Philadelphia metropolitan area, colder, drier air will build in with it. And as a result, temperatures will not be moving all that much for today. In conjunction with the light northerly winds, there still will be a threat for scattered showers until I say about 2 p.m., especially for central New Jersey and the Philadelphia metropolitan area. For portions of Connecticut, I think the rain threat's pretty much done. New York City, I still would say until noon. I would say there's still a threat for a few showers. When we take a look at the radar, I'll show you why. We have our first batch leaving that produced some rain this morning. We have a period of light to moderate rainfall moving through the Philadelphia metropolitan area around Trenton. That will move off the New Jersey coast over the next 2 to 3 hours. And we also have areas of showers to the southwest. Now, I don't expect all of this to reach the northern mid-Atlantic because, again, we're going to have high pressure pressing down. But we do have these disturbances in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, and that's what's going to keep us under the threat for a few scattered showers until the early afternoon hours. And then after that, we clear out. On the infrared satellite picture, again, here's our waves of low pressure. They're going to move right along this cold front, and this cold front is slowly going to sink to the south under the influence of this high pressure system. So this high pressure system drops south. This cold front drops south. These low pressure systems move east, southeast, and exit out into the Atlantic. High pressure will be in control for this evening on through Tuesday, but this area of low pressure is going to be trouble for Wednesday. That's one of the busiest travel days of the year, unfortunately, and it looks like it's going to be a wet one. Let's take a look at the model guidance. Now, I'm using the European model guidance for this morning. The GFS, I think, is a little bit too overamplified towards the end of this forecast period, and as a result, it kind of throws everything out of whack. So I decided to stay with the European model guidance for this forecast. For this evening, high pressure again builds in. We'll have clearing skies, and the weather conditions will be greatly improved in terms of visibility and driving conditions, but it will feel rather chilly out there. I mean, say goodbye to the 60s, at least for the next 24 hours. Now, thereafter, our high pressure system gives away on Tuesday evening. Here's our next area of low pressure. From Tuesday evening, well, let's just say after 8 p.m. on Tuesday, on through Wednesday afternoon, we're going to be dealing with periods of moderate to heavy rain. As you can see, there's plenty of moisture with this low pressure system at the mid-levels and lower levels of the atmosphere, and a pretty healthy thermal gradient as well to support lifting. So as a result, I'm expecting periods of rain, but the good news is that this area of low pressure is going to track towards New England, which will mean there will be no threat whatsoever, even for the interior, for any type of snowfall. Even better news, if you're leaving on Wednesday evening, let's say you have a plane flight or something of that nature, this low pressure system will rapidly be moving to the northeast. So Wednesday evening, as you get ready to travel wherever you may go for Thanksgiving, skies will be clearing out and the rainfall will be ending. And as a result, for Wednesday evening, I think that driving conditions will be rather pleasant, will be okay. But for Wednesday morning and early afternoon, if you're planning on driving or if you're flying, there might be some delays. Nothing that's going to be major, but there might be some delays because of the moderate to heavy rain, reducing visibility. For Thanksgiving, high pressure will be in control. An excellent day. Chilly, though, with temperatures in the upper 40s to lower 50s. Not exactly the warmest day, but still about average for this time of year for November. Again, the good news is that high pressure will be in control and there won't be any impacts from the weather as far as travel. High pressure will remain controlled through the weekend, but notice the high pressure system is moving off the coast here. And as a result, we will be warming up into the 60s once again for Saturday and Sunday under a southwesterly flow. But that will not last long because our progressive pattern continues to drive troughs into the eastern United States. Just I want to point out one little important point here is that we are clearly in a pattern change. Anyone that says that we're not would have to explain to me how we go from a huge southeast ridge to what we're seeing now and not call it a pattern change. It is a pattern change. The only difference here is that it's still not our winter pattern. We're kind of in our intermediate pattern where we are in a very progressive pattern. You have these disturbances moving along, but you could kind of start to see the evolution here. Ridge west, trough east, and these disturbances continue to make their way to the east and intensify in the eastern United States. As far as Sunday until Monday is concerned, you can see cold front moves through and temperatures start to cool off significantly by Monday. So it looks like we are definitely moving towards a colder pattern, but we have to step down to it. That is your morning forecast discussion for November 21st, 2011. I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Of course, you can follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day, and if I don't hear from you, have a happy Thanksgiving.